Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net, and this is my logo: the Phoenix Rampant to the Phoenix Rising. And this is for August 23rd, 2023. And I can't believe how fast the time is going. I keep saying that, but I swear. June was 5 days, July was 5 days. So far, this feels like 3 days, and we're down to the last 10 days or 7 days of this month. It's kind of bizarre, right? Excuse me. So this is for the 23rd. Energy looks very interesting. I've been doing a lot of talking with people the last couple days, and it seems that what I have been saying about timeline is shifting, because the time is speeding up so much faster that what I assumed would take from 25 to 28, and other people say from 5 to 10 years, and then some people say flash. It's happening basically right now. And that the division between the third dimension and the higher dimension, or third dimensional Earth and the second Earth, they're starting to feel it happening right now. How it will happen, I don't truly understand that. I just know that some people are going to stay in the third dimension, because that's what they're interested in, that's where their energy lies, and others are going to move into a higher movement. How will that work? I'm not sure, honest to gosh, but it is what it is. And Dolores Cannon, if you want to know more information, look up Dolores Cannon, and she will tell you about that. And I don't even remember what the name of the book is. So today, the energy that comes up is the magician, right? And the magician makes things happen. Takes energy from above, brings it down into the now, and makes things happen. Hopefully it makes things happen in such a way that we are pleased with the outcome. So this is where we want to be very, very much in our heart energy, not our logic, because logic is going to take you to some very strange places when where we're moving into is beyond logic. We need logic, don't get me wrong. We need our heart to work with our head, but the heart should be the first layer. We know things. When we work with our heart energy, we know what's right. The brain, or the logic, is the one that tells us how to go about getting it. And that goes for the ego as well. What we want to work with is, well, in this case, it's the inner child. And we have had many times we've dealt with the inner child, but we've dealt with the hurt inner child. We want to work with the healthy inner child, the one that knows we can have whatever we want, abundance in any form, but in a nice way, in a way that feels good for us, it's beautiful. And we also want to work with the inner child that believes in magic, because if we don't go to the magical, then we can't, then it would be impossible for us to move into a higher dimension, because the new dimension is going to be very magical for us, but not the same. We cannot move that far and that strongly into a different vibration and have things acting the way they used to act. We don't want them to act the same way. So that means we need to heal. And this is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant has knowledge. And we move that Hierophant from the third dimensional Pope to the higher dimensional Master Healer. And we are moving into a place that is, without a doubt, far more exciting But again, we have to believe in magic to do so, but we also have to have healed our inner child to do so as well, because we cannot take our aches and pains with us. That would be nice if we could, and just keep on working on them, but we can't. So be ready to change your mind about life in general and life and specifics on the spur of the moment. Remember, this is a time when this is the Six of Cups, and this was the Knight of Swords. Remember, we're building a new future. We want to build that future bright and shiny with magical energy, with beauty surrounding it. It is time for us to, then the King of Wands came up, and as a general energy, the King of Wands is a very knowledgeable human being that sits back and watches and allows people to learn and build and grow at their own pace, and does not step in and help unless it is the right thing to do. But again, it has a lot to do with where we're at. We want to be clear as possible, which means two of cups, which means we want to delve into the balance, true balance, not the balance that's heavy masculine or heavy feminine, but true centered balance. And that doesn't mean that the woman has to be more like a man or the man has to be more like a woman. On the contrary, you want the man to be very much a man and the woman to be very much a woman, because we're not, if we do it any other way, then we are out of balance. We want the man and the masculine and the feminine to be very individual, because it fills the right niche. So the woman brings in the abundance, she brings in the health, she brings in the love and the caring. And without the Empress, the king is strict and tired and cranky. But with his woman, he is the quintessential male, which is, he has a place and the woman has a place. The quintessential male is warm and caring and loving, but not the same as a woman. And we do not want it to be the same. Can you imagine how boring it would be to be married to yourself? So you don't want this. We want it to be different, so life continues to be fun and exciting. And then we'll get to a place in our future. We want our future to be, which is now, we want our future to be full of joy and happiness and love. Well, happiness is different from joy. Joy is more of a spiritual energy of knowing constantly where you are is the right place for you to be. And that is exactly where we are intending to go, to joy. And joy is that center knowingness that we are right and it's good, what we're doing is the right thing for us. And having said that, you want it to be the course of when you go out of balance, and everybody goes out of balance. You just reach up and go, I know where I am, I know who I am, I love who I am, and pull yourself back to the center balance, right? So joy to me is that. Happiness is more of a sine wave, which I say, so it comes and goes. We don't always want to be on top of happiness at all the time. We truly don't. If we did, it would be boring as being depressed all the time or in neutral all the time. We need to allow ourselves to be in that space where we can have different emotions, because we need to have different emotions. And I'm coming to the end of my time, so I'm going to go namaste, namasko. I love you, and you I do love. Bye. And try to do two things at once.